What's up, everybody? It's Raph in The Rafcave, about to watch Inside Xbox at Gamescom 2019 to reveal Gears 5 Horde mode world premiere. Can't wait to check it out. Super Let's go. All right, what's the first trailer? Let's see. Peggy 18. Borderlands. I've never played a Borderlands game. Looks neat. I've got the multiplayer split screen. Okay. It comes out like a few days after Gears. Alright,
Welcome to Cologne, Germany, a place with a storied past playing host to gaming's future. For the next week, this 2,000-year-old city is the epicenter of gaming, as hundreds of thousands of fans, media, developers, and publishers converge at the largest gaming convention in the world, Gamescom.
Is this like their E3?
An amazing live studio audience, announcements, premieres, debuts, and interviews live from right here in beautiful Cologne, Germany.
We've got new games coming to Xbox Game Pass and graduating from Xbox Game Preview. They grow up so fast, don't they, Greg? Plus, we welcome our friends at Bungie back to the Xbox stage to talk Destiny 2.
And wait for Halo.
Tonight we're pulling out all the big hitters with news from Borderlands 3, NBA 2K20 and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, as well as a steamy Age of Empires 2.
Sorry, what's steamy?
Steamy. It's got to be steamy.
Hello.
Benny, please. Plus two of gaming's biggest stars, Brenda Romero and John Romero.
Come on.
They're bringing their latest indie masterpiece right here to our stage with the first gameplay reveal of Empire of Sin.
Nice.
And finally keep those eyes peeled
Empire
and
of
that
Sin.
browser open for the collision of heroes taking down the Swarm one wave at a time. It's of course the world premiere of Gears 5
Yes.
Horde mode.
That's what I'm waiting for. Let's go. Let's go.
What a show. And
Gears
listen,
5.
I'm so excited to share it with all you on stage. I'm so excited to share it with all of you in the room, and I'm so excited to share it with all of you at home as well. Soon we'll be sitting down with Randy Varnell from Gearbox to talk Borderlands 3.
Yes.
Yeah, but in just a minute. But first of all, let's kick this show off right.
Okay.
And the way we kick shows off is with a world premiere trailer. Premiere. Yeah? Premiere. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do
Trailer.
this.
We've been practicing the premiere.
It's the 90s found footage phenomenon that revolutionized the horror genre and single-handedly made standing in the corner super creepy.
I mean,
this
I
is
feel
Blair
like it was
Witch.
kind of creepy
Blair
already.
Witch, guys, right?
I know what.
All right.
I know what.
Okay.
Exclusive, right here on Inside Xbox. This is the latest trailer for Blair Witch.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing the first movie in theaters. Man, that was weird
There are
walking out of that
mistakes we
theater.
fear and wrongs that haunt us. But the worst are the sins we choose to forget. Ellis to base. Bullet picked up a scent.
He's been through a lot.
Just like you. Sir, I'm not gonna screw this up. Not this time.
You guys know these woods are cursed, right?
Ellis, I can't do this anymore.
They mess with people's heads.
I like that fuzzy,
Ellis, listen to
fuzzy
me.
camera.
No!
You know you're in no shape to play the hero.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm crazy.
Greetings, my beloved listeners.
Today's question is...
Did you see her? When you looked into their eyes, did you see her?
What have you done, Ellis?
got like
These
a
woods made me
Silent Hill
remember.
Outcast vibe.
Now there's no way back.
August 30th.
I mean, I'm super excited to play this game, but I genuinely don't think I can do it alone. If there's anyone out there who can provide me with some moral support to take me through that, hit me up on Twitter. Anyway, as a worldwide event like Gamescom brings fans face to face
everybody?
with some of their favorite games. And
Hope
do
everything
you
looks
know,
and
Leah,
sounds
what
good
else
for
does
you.
that?
I want to say unicorns, maybe.
I mean, close.
Please hit the like button.
But like
Appreciate
a
it, guys.
mythical beast of burden,
Subscribe if you're new.
Xbox Game Pass delights fans of all ages.
Who's on Mixer?
And
Welcome.
today we are saddling up a unicorn. Is this The Witcher 3? I thought this was age appropriate for another big announcement. Since E3, more than 22 games have been added to the PC catalogue, including Shadow of War, Undertale, Blazing Chrome, Nightcall, and the Banner Saga 3.
And that is right. You also told us you want even more games, because why wouldn't you? Well, today we're here to announce that there's a brand new group of games joining the Xbox Game Pass corral. Coming to Game Pass PC, Game Pass Console, and Game Pass Ultimate on August the 22nd, Kingdom Come Deliverance, the immersive...
Kingdom Come.
It's the immersive action RPG. That begs the question, Julia, what would you do if a tyrannical medieval king murdered your entire family?
Go out to dinner. Alone.
We've all got our ways of dealing with things. Joining Game Pass that same day, it's the wildly frenetic Smash 'em Up 8 Out.
Yes, then it's the return of an iconic dungeon crawler from the mind of Brian Fargo and In Exile Entertainment. Bard's Tale 4 rolls out to Game Pass on August 27th, and just 3 days later, the horror game we just saw, Blair Witch, arrives on August 30th. I can't take it anymore.
But, wait, and you won't have to. There's more.
That's right. We've got 3 games launching into Xbox Game Pass today. That's today. So, Age of Empires Definitive Edition, the best-selling real-time
Ronster.
strategy game
What
now
up, man?
in 4K, is joining
Zane,
Game
what's
Pass
good?
for PC.
Just checking out the show here. Waiting for Gears 5 Horde
Xbox
reveal.
Game Pass for
That's what I'm waiting
consoles
for.
this
Thanks for
very
stopping by,
day.
guys.
Stellaris, the Epic Space 4X
Bunch of
grand
games are showing
strategy
off
game.
here.
And finally,
Maybe there's a game you guys
if
wanna
quick-witted
check
60
out.
frames per second combo tactic demon slaying is your jam. And why
Devil
wouldn't it
May
be?
Cry.
Because,
Great game.
You know, you
I
dead
enjoyed that one
inside.
fully.
Get ready to dust off that download button, because starting today, Devil May Cry 5 joins in the Game Pass spot. Yeah.
Enjoy that game. That was fun.
Absolutely amazing.
Very cool.
Plus, for a limited time, join or upgrade to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and get your first 2 months for only $2, €2, £2, oh my!
$2.
And while you're at it, why not check out the newly updated Xbox Beta app for Windows 10? There you're able to better manage and find your Game Pass DC titles and DLC all in one handy place. Remember, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate gets you Game Pass for PC, Game Pass for Xbox console, and Xbox Live Gold, including access to the Ultimate Edition of Gears 5, which includes 4-day early access.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we're calling ultimate, and the way I look at it is just even the name itself is like saying, do you want a taco or would you want the ultimate taco?
Ultimate taco.
The ultimate taco,
Come
because
on.
it's clearly a lot better. Right. Also,
Yeah,
since
Steelbook
launching
is nice
Xbox
too.
Game Pass for PC beta at June's E3, we've been listening closely to fans on how to make the PC gaming experience even better. So check out the Xbox Wire right after the show for details on new updates to the Xbox app for Windows 10, which are going to be coming very, very soon to you.
Ooh, but believe it or not, we are not done yet. Starting today, Dell Alienware Arena members can claim a free 30-day Xbox Game Pass for PC beta code. New and existing Dell Alienware
Just
Arena
got back
members,
online,
head over
it's
to the
going
link
to
below for
Oh,
more
no.
information.
That's
Sorry
right.
to hear that,
And
Ross. There,
lastly,
everything's back and running.
we're nearly there, guys. We are happy to announce that Human Fall Flat, the quirky physics-based
good.
puzzle platformer and Game Pass classic title, has new
that
free
sucks, man.
DLC
Power outages,
for both
especially when the
PC
fridge
and
goes
console
out.
coming very, very soon. The Steam update,
No air conditioning, no heat, all
comes
that stuff.
direct from the mind of the game's creators and is slated to hit consoles and PCs in late August. For more on the free DLC, why don't we check this out?
Good to hear, buddy. What game is this? Ooh.
reminds me of like trying to make like a cup of tea when you come home really late at night, and then there's just things fall over.
And you're also wearing
There's steam everywhere.
Yeah. We've got much more in store, including that first look at Gears 5
Yes.
Horde mode. But first, Age of Empires fans, listen
I'm
up.
waiting.
Because Age Definitive Edition coming to Game Pass isn't the only Age news we've got for you today.
No, to find out more, we're going to toss it over to our Wololo and Chief Charlie. Charlie, are you Wololo-loing over there right
Thank you, Julia, and a wallalool to everyone around. It seemed like only yesterday the Age of Empires franchise burst onto the real-time strategy scene, and since then it's become a worldwide fan favorite. Ever since the announcement of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, the anticipation has been building faster than an Aztec civilization on Arabia. But if, like me, you can't wait to get your hands on the remastered Age 2 Definitive Edition, your wait is almost over. Because today, we're happy to announce that it's launching November 14th for PC and Xbox Game Pass for PC, and it's available to pre-order right now. But don't worry, for those who play Age 2 on Steam, never fear. Our friends over at Valve are offering a 25% discount
What's
to
up, Crazy
upgrade
Piggy? What
to
up,
the
man?
Definitive Edition.
Doing
And
good.
if you
Just
need any
watching
more reason
Gamescom
to get
here.
in on the remastered
Hey, Emilio,
fun,
how are
Age
you?
2 Definitive Edition will feature cross-platform
6 p.m.
and
last night?
cross-play
All right.
functionality across
Hopefully get it
Steam
fixed in
and the
a few
Windows
hours
10
after.
store. Plus, did I mention there's also a bonus campaign?
waiting on
It's
Gears
called
5
The Last
reveal,
Hunt,
guys.
and it includes
Gears
4 new
5.
civilizations. So
It's at the
altogether,
bottom, of course.
The game's remastered
It's
4K,
going to be a little bit of time
all the
here.
expansions, and there's Steam crossplay. Did anyone else here order the cheesesteak jimmies? Did you order it? Yeah. We're having one after the show. And remember, if you want to play Age of Empires Definitive Edition right now, it's available today on Xbox Game Pass for PC and Steam. But we can't just sit here and dwell on what I'll be doing in November. No. Now it's time to toss over to Benny, who might just have the cutest Gears of War assignment ever. Benny, what's happening?
Charlie, I'm not gonna
Gears
lie,
Pop.
it is the cutest thing in the world, but it's hard to tell, right, if you're talking about me, right, or, of course, a Funko Pop Marcus Phoenix, because luckily, you won't have to choose for long, as today, we're
It's a
excited to
mobile
announce
game.
that Gears Pop will be available starting August 22nd, which is amazing. August 22nd, we're gonna get Gears Pop, right? This adorable
Finally,
free-to-play
it's coming out.
title will be available on iOS, Android, drumroll please, Windows 10. Plus, with game progress synced across all your devices with your Microsoft account, some of us can finally realize our dream playing Gears Pop at the office, right? Which they finally won't be able to tell me off for.
I'll
which
check
is
that
brilliant.
one out. Look at that
and
shirt.
fans
I
of
want that
free
shirt.
stuff, right? Free
That's cool.
stuff, all right? Listen up. Make sure you're logged into your Microsoft account and watching this fancy program on mixer.com/Xbox to receive a free in-game Gears Pop Gamescom promotional pack with an assortment of Gears Pop pins to help build and upgrade your squad of adorable
Watch
and
today on
badass Gears
mixer.com.
Pops. Remember to pre-register today to have the game ready on your devices when it launches later this week. But to hold you over until then, check this out.
Hey, Emilio, thanks for following. Welcome. Appreciate it. Welcome to the club. Thanks, Emilio. Boom shot. I can hear a boom shot. Nope. Oh, jeez. No, he's gonna take your. Oh my god. Doesn't that see him, Marcus? Carmine. Huh? Teaming up, huh? Oh no. August 22nd, I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
Now, from lancers to layups, we've got NBA 2K news to share, and who better to share it with than a gamer who knows a thing or two about shooting in the paint. Please welcome the tallest guy in the room, although we can't verify it because he's sitting down. It's Josh Hart of the New Orleans Pelicans! Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Thank you so much for coming and joining us on our
Thanks for having me. The pleasure's all mine.
little stage. I mean, the game looks amazing, but before we kind of get into that, we actually have your overall rating for the game.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to really awkwardly for us to
Yeah.
reveal it
Yeah.
now? What do you think? What was it last year? Can you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Are you ready to hear what his overall rating is? All right, let's reveal it, please.
94.
Ba-boom! So only 6.
Nah.
Is that better than last year?
Everyone boo. Everyone
No, everyone cheers. Better than last
I figured
year.
if they have someone on stage, he's got to be a 90 range
Kind
player.
of weird though. To sort of have to have that every year.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. For me, I don't really care too much about it. But 2K, I would like for it to be a little bit higher. But
If you could just pass that on.
yeah, I'll just pass it on to it. But I played Hurt last year, so that's gonna be my excuse
you
for
did
myself.
better,
If you're
Yeah,
hurt
I
last
got
year, that
better. So
definitely
it's all
gauge you.
about improvements every year, you know.
Exactly the point. You should see how footballers in the UK react with
No, that's
No,
that's
okay.
a little different.
a little different. So as a gamer yourself, like what kind of games do you actually like playing? What did you play growing up?
Growing up, I was a big Madden guy. Madden and FIFA. Those are the two games that really got me into it. Then now, Fortnite. I love playing Fortnite.
Do you play with any of your teammates?
Fortnite.
A little bit. I play with like Larry Nance Jr., who used to be with the Lakers and with the Cleveland Cavaliers now.
But now you need to sort of like, make your new friends and like get them in some Fortnite action.
I got to get my new Pelican teammates into Fortnite. Lonzo apparently plays PUBG now, so I'm gonna have to get him to switch over.
Yeah. Okay.
Play
Wow.
some Fortnite. I'm a big Fortnite guy, so I'm gonna have to see if he can do that.
Or
but
maybe they'll switch you to PUBG. You don't know.
They might.
Peer pressure is a big thing.
I played it. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I did like it. But I think the thing that happened with me, I played Fortnite first.
Yep.
So that I think that what kind of got me. And then I'm not. I think I was getting my butt kicked in PUBG when I first started.
So that's why you.
So I was like, you know what? I got to go back.
Duly noted. I do believe you've actually got something for us. You brought us a little treat, a little trailer, I believe.
Yeah, no. So I'm very excited to introduce the first trailer of the NBA 2K My Career Story. And that was exclusively produced by LeBron James and Spring Hill Entertainment. Has a bunch of Hollywood star power. So I'm very excited about that. Hope you guys are excited about that trailer as I am and that game as I am. So,
oh yes, well, thank you so much for joining us. And in the immortal words of sportscaster Warner Wolf, let's go to videotape, but don't press play because it's the past.
Jay, Coach said you were being held out for a violation of team rules. Care to comment?
It ain't easy watching your brother fall like that.
Hey,
this is what we work for, all right?
Look, Jay, Coach took my scholarship, man.
I've been your advisor for 4 years. If you really want them to hear you,
Rosario Dawson.
It was a choice.
You chose to sit out.
I chose to stand up.
Good actors in this one.
Whatever point you think you're making,
It's crazy
son,
they have a
now's
story
not the
mode
time.
like
You
this.
are captain of this team. Better act like it.
I believe I am, Coach.
We're 3 months from graduating, Che. You are letting them win.
Really, I just wanted to help out my teammate, man.
Tournament ends, suddenly everything gets real.
If you and I want to try and make it into the league, I can't have anyone else in your ear.
So you sure this agent knows what he has in you? I mean, you're so much more than basketball.
Tighten that elbow, kid.
Whoa, what's up, Kimber?
Are you ready to touch Earth?
Man, I ain't touching no earth, man. What's up?
Gentlemen, I'm your trainer for the next couple months.
These next few days, he has a chance to really impress these scouts.
Mav handles all of LeBron's off-court opportunities.
I'm not done, Z. It's time to put people on notice.
Does anyone know how to change
Those were your
the stream
decisions.
game
Do
title
it.
on
That's the
Mixer?
anxiety, all right? Use it.
Still says Mortal Kombat 11.
on authenticity.
Boy, there we go. Looking just like yourself.
Really giving athletes a voice to become.
There's no easy way to change
It took me a while
the
to
title.
understand the opportunity that I was given.
If you want it bad enough,
Whoever's on Mixer, if you
if
know
you're
how to
willing
change
to
the title,
sacrifice,
let me know.
it will find you.
Type the chat. Change the name.
I have a private fridge stocked with kombucha in my trailer if you'd be interested.
Nah, I think we're good. Yeah, we'll just catch you later.
Okay.
He really
Hey,
is
Joseph, thanks for
very
following.
tall.
Appreciate it. Welcome
Let's
to the
keep
club,
this
man.
gaming
Thank you.
train moving with another world premiere. This time from just a small title called Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Waiting for that Gears 5 right
Live the
down there.
life of a true
see
ghost
it.
stranded behind enemy lines in this latest installment in the Ghost Recon franchise. But of course, we wouldn't just leave it there. This is Inside Xbox after all. So today, we're excited to show you the first glimpse into Ghost War, the competitive multiplayer experience. Check this out.
Ghost War.
When facing your own kind, your skills alone are not enough.
Tom Clancy, of course.
True warriors know when the smoke clears, they will be the last one standing. Target down! Target spotted! Steady.
Oh, no.
But in the heat of the battle, I'll take care of it. It's only by working as a team that you can rise.
Resurrect him from a drone?
Gotcha.
Oh, got the Fortnite action there. Closing in.
It's time to prove who the best of the best really is.
Oh yeah, Roster. You found a game you're excited about? Ghost Recon.
Well, that looked a little bit awesome, didn't it? Let's recap. That's a new PvP mode with intense tactical matches, an extensive shared
Thanks for
progression
stopping by,
system,
everybody.
and dedicated
Please hit the like button if
servers,
you could. Appreciate
double
it.
plus bonus,
Subscribe if
a
you're new.
battle
Welcome.
royale style circle encroaching on the battlefield. Find out when Ghost War launches on October the 4th with the full game. Plus, if you pre-order Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you get access to the beta starting September the 5th. Now to the latest from Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Joining me now. Okay, yeah, go on then. Come on. Yeah? Okay. Well, joining me now is managing producer for narrative at Gearbox, Randy Varnell. Welcome to Inside Xbox.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. But Randy, that's enough of the pleasantries. I'm grilling you today, okay? We're going to get this real serious for a very, very serious game.
Very serious.
Yeah? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing I need to say is for people who have been not so patiently waiting for the new Borderlands series, what can we expect from the stories and where can new fans jump in?
Well, you know, it's been 7 years since Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 3 is a continuation of that story that started. Actually, this is the 10-year anniversary of the release of Borderlands 1. It came out in 2009.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. So Borderlands 3 carries on that tradition. It's a continuation of the story. At the end of Borderlands 2, we left off with a map to the stars, the vault map, talking about new places that vaults will be scattered across the universe. So Borderlands 3, our players get to jump in the roles
I know,
of
Amelia,
new
I'm waiting
vault
for it,
hunters
Gears. I'm waiting
and
for it.
hunt down those vaults across
probably save it
multiple
towards the end, of
planets
course.
in the universe. So the first time ever
when
in
they
the
do
Borderlands
show it, it
universe,
better be a
we're gonna
nice,
get off
long
Pandora and get to other
demonstration
places
of
and
Horde.
hunt down those treasures hidden away in those secret alien vaults.
Okay, well, we'll come back
Probably
to the
have
planets
Rod
later
Ferguson
because you
come
did
out and
mention
talk
Vault
about it.
Hunters, and from my experience, that's always
Yeah.
the first thing you do with Borderlands, right?
That's right.
So recently we saw Flak. Can you tell us more about the Beastmaster's abilities?
I am so excited to talk about
I
Flak.
can tell, you're literally shaking.
I am. Flak has been the character that I've been playing the most
Anybody play
recently as we
Borderlands in the
kind of prepared the game and got it ready to ship.
You guys know about
Flak
this
is the Beastmaster. And what I'm really excited about that, players have played other characters like Gage in Borderlands 2, who had the Necromancer, who had
Hello.
Death Trap.
Yep.
A lot of people love that. Flak, we are happy to talk about is a pure pet class. Flak has a choice between 3 different animals that that Flak can call out. He's got a jabber, which is kind of a monkey with a gun. There's a spider ant, and then a skag that just rolls around
and
does.
It's been confirmed we can pet the skag.
You can pet the skag, and the skag responds to that.
It looks good. I mean, the cell
really
shaded
cool.
graphics
So you have
are
your choice of which pet
fun.
that you want, and then like we've done with a lot of the Vault Hunters in Borderlands 3, a lot of different ways to customize and make that character your own, right? So not only do you get to choose which pet, but Flak gets to choose on top of that which action skill you use. So Flak has one where you can supercharge the pet. So as the pet's out and doing things, it's called Gamma Burst. You can make the pet kind of swell up, get all swole, go take down other things. Flak can also do a thing called Rack Attack, where he literally pulls we call it pocket rack. He pulls rack from his pockets of flying creatures, right? And they run out and do damage. But Flak also has a stealth type of ability. So if you like to let your pets do the action, you want to hang back and kind of play there, Flak can kind of ghost out of existence and then let the pets do all the work.
And we're going to be using that against some bad guys, and what's Borderlands without some bad guys? And in this one, we've got the Calypso twins. So can you tell me exactly how big, and very bad and scary are these guys?
Well, you know, in Borderlands 2, we had a great villain, Handsome Jack, who thought you, the player, were bandits. He just calls you bandits the whole time. Well, the bandits are kind of this wild mix of enemies across Pandora that have never really been unified and all of that. Well, the Calypsos are big and bad enough that they have finally unified all the bandit clans on Pandora and have rebranded them the Children of the Vault.
We're talking about
COV. You'll see those signs everywhere. And the way they do that is the Calypso twins are streamers.
They're live streamers.
They're streamers.
I've never met one of those before.
No. And no one in mind when we made the Calypso twins. But no, seriously, we asked with the Calypso twins, what would happen if our super awesome live streamers that have, tons of fans decided to militarize their fan base?
Use that influence.
That's right, use that. So the Calypso twins kind of want the same thing you want. They want the vault. So from the very beginning of Borderlands 3, the Calypso twins are going to be in your face. They're going to be trying to stop you on that hunt to the vaults to get kind of off the planet to the other vaults. And in great streamer fashion, they're going to be recording and putting those streams back in there, and they're going to ask you all to like, follow, and obey as you follow the cult of the God Queen Tyrene and her brother Troy as they hunt for the vaults in front of you. So really cool enemies. I think people are going to really enjoy them. But man, they are aggressive.
And now we're going to have to wrap in a second, but I did want to come back to the planets. In one word,
sure.
How big is this game?
This game is huge.
Huge.
It's definitely bigger than Borderlands 2. We haven't used exact numbers yet because we want to hold out some surprise for the fans.
What's up, Kyle? Thanks for subbing. Welcome to the Rafcave Club.
We've already talked about you start on Pandora, which we've been before, and there's some good gameplay there. We talked about Promethea, which is a big city planet, a big urban area with huge buildings, and there's a big corporate war going on between two of our big corporations, Maliwan and Atlas. And then we've also talked to E3 about Eden 6, a big swampy jungle planet. I call it Space Florida or Space Louisiana. It's just full of jungles and dinosaurs and all sorts of stuff. And there might be even some more surprises around the corner. But I don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good. These guys are going to get more information later. Let's stop at surprises. Anyway, thank you so much, Randy, for being here. And remember, in case anyone in the room has forgotten.
If you got it.
This is all for you. Yeah, Borderlands launches on Xbox One on September 13th. But from the game with all of the loot to a game that also has quite a lot of loot, it's time to talk about PUBG. But before we dive into it, let's check out another world premiere. This is PUBG Season 4.
I ain't trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got
Sorry, but how awesome was that? I'd like to welcome
Thanks,
PUBG
Roster.
back to the
That would be a
Inside
good
Xbox
shirt to
stage.
wear for
Joining
this
us today,
stream.
producer Kusung
Appreciate
Yun
it.
and console community lead Ray Kim. Plus, joining us from ID Productions, senior director
Alright, what game
Chris
is this?
Charla.
PUBG,
Guys,
yeah.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Kusung, we just saw the debut of the Season 4 trailer. What can Xbox fans expect this season?
Yeah, we've upgraded Erangel with a higher visual fidelity, including some major landmarks, such as Meta Power and the military bases. And also, everyone will be able to see what has happened to the Erangel with the trenches and the Camunet and the bus marked on the ground. And also, there is some secret place that you can find some clue what happened at there. Even with all these changes, it's still Erangel. We know that everyone loved the Erangel, so we try hard to keep this unique feeling.
Yeah, I personally cannot wait to explore the new areas again and find those secrets. This is going to be so cool to find. Ray, can you tell us about Survival Pass 4?
Yes, Season 4 also introduces Survival Pass 4 Aftermath, which allows players to unlock over 100 rewards. These rewards showcase the past and the future of Erangel.
Yeah.
We've also added the cooperative missions, which allows the community to work together towards goals and milestones. As you achieve these milestones together, you'll be able to unlock new rewards. And also, you'll be able to swap out missions more easily than previous passes. Yeah. And you can use BP to continue changing them if you're not up to certain tasks.
Also, I cannot wait to start getting those unlocks. Chris, Season 4 trailer, how awesome was that?
That's actually the first time I've ever seen the trailer. Like, I keep hearing about it, and now I finally got to. It looks fantastic, and like I'm really stoked about finding out more about what's going on, finding some secrets and learning some lore. Like, I'm stoked.
Yeah, like I honestly just can't wait to kind of get digging in, because I was speaking to you earlier, and you're the person that's always hiding with shotgun in the corner.
Yeah, I hide in the closet with the shotgun.
Everyone
waiting.
here Chris is the person that kills you when you're so close to a chicken dinner. It's a nightmare. But I know, Kusan, that's not all you've come to share about PUBG today. What else have you got?
Yes, it's one of the things that everyone wanted to have. It's cross-platform play for the console.
Cross-play for console for PUBG.
Yeah. Yeah, it allows Xbox players join the matches and competing with the PlayStation players. And it will make the matchmaking pool bigger globally and also offer more competition.
Yeah, Chris, like, how is this, like, having this?
That's fantastic. I mean, when we first enabled cross-console play, like, several years ago, this is the exact kind of scenario we were envisioning, just letting the whole global population play together on console with each other. Like, fantastic. Super excited to
It's just exciting to see the community grow more and more and kind of have more players on PUBG. It's going to be really exciting. And Ray, it's been...
Actually, there's one more thing about the schedule. We are aiming to update cross-platform play on the public test server on the late September. And after a week of beta, we plan to update the live server in early October.
Late September, that's a crossplay is not that far away for us. It's really exciting. I cannot wait to get involved with it. And PUBG has been now here for...
Is anyone going to play these games, or is this just the
2 years now? What else have you got to say to all the players?
Oh, we really appreciate the love and feedback all the PUBG community has given us since we've launched.
And on behalf of every people in the PUBG, and thank you for playing and supporting us and loving us. And see you at the very ground.
I'd just say, like, on behalf, I think, of everyone, just thank you for giving us such a great game to play. But thank you so much for joining us today. I personally cannot wait to drop into Season 4. But now, over to Leah with a game set in a quaint, post-apocalyptic winter wonderland.
Yeah, thank you, Benny. Thank you. Quaint. Maybe not quite the word I'd use for it. Now to the latest installment of a fan favorite, featuring challenging tactical combat. In Exile's Wasteland 3 brings you to the forefront of the post-nuclear world through squad-based epic, we'll just call them squabbles, shall we? With deep branching storylines and an open world, Wasteland 3 is truly the next frontier. We've got your first look at the new story, combat, and one heck of a ride. For more on the new title, take a gander at this here world premiere trailer.
Rangers, this is the Patriarch of Colorado speaking. Thank you for agreeing to help me. I believe this partnership will be beneficial to both of us.
You will bring my fractious children to heal, while I will ensure the continued existence of your organization. Just be
Lighting
warned.
looks really good.
Your trip to Colorado will not be easy. Gangs and cults watch the passes and prey on the unwary. You will have to fight to reach us.
Here comes the paid train.
But reach us you must, Rangers. We have a war to win.
Jeez, dude. Stand up there.
All right! It's my favorite part of the show because I get to introduce you to some brand new and never before seen Xbox controllers. What do you think? Yeah!
Is that the Gears one?
Here
Nope.
they are. Oh, where to start? First up, let's talk about the Night Ops Camo Special Edition controller. And by the way, what a cool name, Night Ops Camo, right? So this is a brand new take on our camo controllers. It's less geometric and more like organic camouflage. But the twist here is this really cool, stealthy black, gray, and metallic gold coloring. Now the gold in particular, it's got this kind of like metal flake effect, so it shifts in the light and it seems to change color right in front of you. It's super, super cool. You've also got a gorgeous gold metallic D-pad, and I personally love the textured triggers that keep you locked in when you're getting those dubs. And the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed my t-shirt here. How do you like that? Eh? So this is the
I'm waiting for
official
the
Xbox
Elite
Gear
Plus
Night Ops
controller.
camo
That
t-shirt. You
comes
can
out in
see it
November.
matches the camo there. Look at that. So you can finally accessorize your t-shirt to your controller.
Definitely
And this
upgrading
t-shirt
that.
will be available to purchase here at Gamescom or online in the US and Canada starting tomorrow.
Rocking the
next
Elite
up,
controller,
We've got a
the
new
new
star
one.
signing in the Sports Series squad. This is the
We'll have
Sport
rubber
Blue
grips
Special
on the
Edition
front.
controller. And as you can see,
Full
it's
size would
rocking
be
a
awesome.
blue color scheme with a
Better
geometric
triggers.
pattern on the top case, shiny metallic accents,
I'm
and a
upgrading
slick
that
metallic blue D-pad. But best of all for me, Sport Blue has rubberized grips on the back in a contrasting light blue. I love these grips. They really help you feel connected to the controller. Just feels amazing. And of course, both controllers feature Bluetooth capability for gaming on Windows 10 PCs and tablets, and 3.5mm stereo ports, so you can plug your headsets directly in. Now, if you want to get a closer look at both these beauties, we've got an unboxing video featuring Brenna from the Mixer team and myself, and that's going live on the Xbox YouTube channel right after this show. So what do you think, everybody? What do you think of new controllers? Sick, right? Yeah. We've got some controller fans in the audience tonight, and I love that, right? If you, like me, are obsessed with Xbox controllers, I love them, and I'm not ashamed to say it. We've created an amazing original video with the design leads from the Xbox hardware team, taking us through the inspiration for every Xbox One controller ever made. Yup, literally every single one. There's so many cool and interesting stories and behind-the-scenes things in here, and I think you're going to love this video. Every Xbox One controller ever made is premiering exclusively on Xbox YouTube and Instagram TV on August 26th. Do not miss that. Now, from a couple of new controllers to a couple known throughout the gaming world for their visionary titles. Julia is about to catch up with Brenda Romero and John Romero in the Speakeasy.
horror stuff.
So let's raise a glass
Romero.
and take a trip back to Prohibition-era Chicago in Empire of Sin.
Ronnie O'Neal. He's been a thorn in my side. And now he says he wants to cut a deal. He doesn't know what's coming. But first, let's go back to the beginning. A week ago, I got into Chicago. And as soon as I did, I started handing out my calling card. It wasn't long before I was building an empire and making contacts. I had a few ups and downs along the way. Eddie and Marie fell in love and ran off. And sure, Tammy's the best shot in town. If she doesn't show up drunk, that is. And Jack? No one would mess with Jack.
Jeez, Jack.
Old Ronnie didn't take too well to my way of doing business. Now he thinks he's got me pegged. He ain't got nothing. What he doesn't know is I've been making deals all around town, and I got just enough cops to look the other way. Those who work with me are afraid of nothing. I almost feel bad for the guy. He's just a step on my way to the top. But if it wasn't me taking him down, it'd be somebody else. Think you got what it takes?
The Empire.
Come and get it.
Amazing. It may be their first time on the Xbox stage, but these two great developers have been making waves in the gaming world for years, making some of your favorite games. From Romero Games Limited, game director Brenda Romero and President John Romero, welcome to Inside Xbox.
Thank
with a
you.
big hand.
Thank you.
Wow. First of all, the game looks incredible. And so I believe you've had the idea for quite some time, and it was inspired by a local watering hole, is that right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, bars can be good for other things, like games, for instance. I, among other
Where
things.
are you drinking?
So the bar, I grew up in a town in northern New York, and in Ogdensburg, and there wasn't a lot happening, but this one place in town was called The Place, unbelievably. That's its name.
Meta.
Still is called The Place. Anyway, The Place was the oldest continuously operating bar in the U.S. Now, whether that's true or not, I didn't know, but when I started asking my mom questions, like, why didn't the cops just shut it down?
Yeah.
The answers I got, she didn't want to give me answers that would be like, well, future game designer, here's how criminal empires are built. So instead, she didn't want to talk about the gray area, and she just sort of pushed me away. But it developed this fascination with criminal empires, and so Paradox was happy to turn that into a game. And I've always been fascinated with this time period. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and you guys did like a whole bunch of research, and I think it's like half of the bosses are kind of about half are fictional and half are actually sort of real, based on real people.
Yeah, the majority certainly are real.
Yeah.
In fact, John's great grandmother's in the game. Was I supposed to say that?
No,
I've said it.
Exclusive.
I've said it now. Yeah. So about half the bosses are real, and the other half are fictional characters that are sum up the era.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done a ridiculous amount of research into it.
That's brilliant. I mean, John, so obviously we've seen a little bit about kind of what the game's like. What's the main sort of player experience like? Going into this game, what am I going to be doing? What are we going to be doing?
Well, it's a strategy game, so there's a lot going on in it. And you have to manage your 4 main resources.
Okay.
Which is your money, your alcohol,
I'm not
your
good at any of those.
RPCs, and the time that you have.
Okay.
And time's a ticking, and everybody wants to have the biggest empire. Of course, you start at the bottom at the beginning. But you do a lot of things in this game. You make a lot of crazy decisions, such as, you sell alcohol to, say, allies of yours. Well, you could sell some poison alcohol and kill a lot of other guys. You won't be allies after that.
I mean, no.
You can do a lot of really underhanded stuff in this game.
But yeah.
That sounds really fun. And one of these sort of interesting things I was reading about was about the kind of recruitable playable characters. So you've almost got, they were saying that they're quite, got randomized traits, and then as the game progresses, their traits can shift, so they could be a bit more reliable, maybe? Less drunk when they turn up or something?
Well, so you start out, the characters, let's say you and I are both playing a game, and we both start out with Tammy.
Okay.
By the end of the game, your Tammy is going to be different than my Tammy.
Oh,
so your Tammy, depending on how you play the game, and the other characters that you recruit to play with her as well, your Tammy can end up being a serial killer. Mine could end up in love.
Wow.
So there's lots of different dynamic character things that build throughout the game that are a reflection of how you play.
That's really interesting. And one other thing I was thinking about was, obviously, kind of going to strategy games, sometimes people are sort of like, I just want to kind of hop in for, maybe I don't want to commit sort of a full, stint at it. And you can actually sort of play kind of smaller games. How does that sort of work within the game?
Well, the way we've done it, you can, if you just say, like, this is it, I'm not doing anything for the next many months, you can have a game with all the bosses, all, like as much of Chicago as you can probably handle, so you can take the full game, or you can say, no, I just want to play a few bosses and have a quick game.
I do need to go to work at some point.
At some point
in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it looks really, really fascinating. What do you guys think? It looks really fun, huh? Yeah? So, when can these guys get their hands on the game? That's what we want to know, right? When can we play it?
Yeah.
What date? What's the date?
Sorry?
When can we play it?
Spring 2020.
Spring 2020. So not too long to wait. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much
Thank you
for joining us and for being here. Now, we've got so much more to come, including, I don't know, a smallish, I don't know, what's that game called? Gears?
You're still teasing us with that name, how to keep us watching.
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Where's Rod?
Later in the show, obviously. But before we get there, a graduation celebration is in order, because from the makers of DayZ comes the next great shoot and loot survival game. And today, we're excited to announce it's out of Xbox Game Preview. Vigor 1.0 officially releases as free-to-play title today. And to celebrate the launch, they're giving away a custom in-game Xbox jacket. So simply click on the link below to get your hands on that. So basically, just get ready to shoot, loot, look amazing while you're doing it, and build your way to survival success. This is Vigor 1.0.
It all happens so fast.
Mercury, never heard of that TV company.
Our future was tainted by radioactive dust overnight. Norway has become the last stand, crossed by footprints of surviving outlanders.
Medikit. I hope Gears has some environmental dangers, you know? Gotta take cover. Something crazy from around. Lightning, avalanche, smoke. Vigor.
So much games. Now, to a guy who is nice enough to send us his on-camera interview requirements. So, you know, we thought we'd return the favor by basically reading that rider out on stage. And I'm not even kidding, this is a direct email that we stole off the Xbox servers. No joke, right. Dear Inside Xbox, I have a multi-dimensional preparation program which I find is key to setting me up for success. And with enough time, this shouldn't be a problem for the team. My request covers key things like organic snacks, specific climate-controlled room, positive color palette, ergonomic seating, performance socks. What's a performance sock? I sort of want it. And fair trade organic sustainable cold brew from the island of Mauritius. It's thoroughly unreasonable. I mean, I thought my rider was ridiculous, but it's more just to make me not look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Oh, well. Try must. So to catch up with this Xbox mainstay and to find out a bit more, I want to try some of this coffee. We're going to chuck it over to Charlie. Did he bring any? Have you got some?
I can't see any coffee, Julia. I can confirm.
Gears
I
shirt
think
on?
he might be in his performance socks. Thank you so much. I am here with a guy who is so Xbox, he does insist we call him Greenie. I'm going to ask you for another round of applause because it is, of course, the GM of Xbox Games Marketing. It's Aaron Greenberg.
He definitely has a front row seat to Gears
I'm going to kick
and
things off with a
Project
very
Scarlet.
topical question. It's Gamescom this week, or in Cologne. It's wonderful, but Xbox are really turning up this week. What can fans expect from the Open Doors experience and over at the booth?
Well, first I have to say, well played Inside Xbox crew. As you can see, we work hard here, but we try to have fun. And so you guys definitely got me back with that one. Listen, this is the year of Gears.
Nice. Yes.
This is the moment people have been waiting for. We know fans are really excited. Just was backstage with Ryan and Rod. They're going to be out here to world premiere
Horde.
And tons of innovation coming with Horde. This is
Okay.
the biggest Gears ever made.
Yep.
And shortly after the show, the opening of Gamescom, opening night live, the first game you will see is world premiere of Campaign.
Oh,
We have an
nice.
awesome story asset
Then we'll know
featuring
exactly
campaign gameplay as well
what we're
as
seeing
Kate's
first.
story. Rod will be there with Jeff Keighley. So this is a huge, huge day for Gears and Gears fans here with us here and
I'll
of
be
course around the
streaming
world.
that
But there's
today
tons
too.
more games as well. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Okay. I'll give it that.
Xbox.
That's definitely warranted. There's lots of other games as well. If they're heading over to the booth, what can people check out?
So, listen, Gamescom's exciting. Nearly 400,000 fans come, not just from Germany, but all over Europe. So we have a huge booth. We have hundreds of games on display. It's great to see fans get first hands on Minecraft Dungeons. First time anyone's got hands on. Fans will be able to play that in our booth. We've got Bleeding Edge first time hands on. We also have a technical alpha. People want to sign up for that at home. The Rare teams here, people will be playing Battletoads for the first time. Really, really
Finally,
excited.
gameplay footage of this game.
Nice. The Battletoad fans in the house.
Battletoads?
And they brought some nice surprises with Sea of Thieves as well. First look at Duo Sloops. And anyone that plays Sea of Thieves this week gets the Halo ship livery for free as a bonus as well.
Pretty good deal.
It is pretty good. But
People here around at home.
for me, my favorite part of Gamescom is all these people right here, the fans.
Just these.
So while we have a massive booth and we're welcoming those hundreds of thousands of people that come in, this experience here, this huge theater where we're doing this show, the rest of the week is an experience designed just for fans. So to get hands-on, we're gonna have tournaments, we're gonna have panels in a really intimate setting.
I'm back on Thursday doing a Mortal Kombat show, so like, just
What?
getting old.
Exactly. We've got a
That's
Mortal
right.
Kombat
That's
tournament. We got
the,
the Mountain coming.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I'm
Pack
gonna try to take
trailer
that guy
on
down. So
Wednesday.
yeah, I mean, let's do it. So I'll be here Thursday. We'll be streaming that on Mixer to people that want to watch at home, and it's just great to be able to celebrate with our fans.
Absolutely, and it's not going to be the only way this year, is it? There's something coming up in my neck of the woods, I believe, something called Exo 19. Can you give us as much information as possible about that?
Yes.
Big
If
breath.
you thought what we were announcing and showing here at Gamescom was huge, just wait until you see Exo 19. What I love about this, it's a celebration of all things Xbox. It will be the biggest Inside Xbox show of the year. We have tons of stuff we're showing from our internal studios, from third-party
Nice.
partners, a
That'll be
lot of
big.
big surprises planned, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Inside Xbox on November 14th, we're doing a 3-day celebration in London at the Copper Box Arena.
In case you missed that, was November 14th, by the way, so get that on the calendar.
Yep.
Okay, holiday signed off.
And the best part is not only will we have this massive Inside Xbox, but I want to personally invite all of our fans from around the world to come to London and join us. We're going to have thousands of tickets available. They're only £19. We're giving all of the money and proceeds to charity. September 24th, the tickets go on sale. You can check it out at xbox.com/exo19. But November 14th, mark your calendars. It's going to be huge.
It is indeed going to be rather long. Yeah. Now, I've got one more thing about Exo 19 I want to ask you about. If the games and the date and the fact you're coming to London isn't enough, my piece of paper tells me there's going
I
to be a couple
figured out how
special
to
guests
change
there as well.
the name
Well,
of
we fly
Mixer,
anyone in?
my stream over on
Yes,
Mixer. That's cool.
Major
I know how to
Nelson
do
will
that.
be there.
There we go. Yeah.
Perfect.
Our head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, will be there.
Indeed, he will. Yeah.
Of course, I will be there, but
The best one! The best one! The best one!
and even the big man himself, Phil Spencer, will be in London for Exo 19. All of our creative teams will be there. Please
It'll be a big show. I like that.
I tell
Hopefully
you
they
what,
show some
I
more
was going to test
Scarlet.
you on this. I've literally actually got a piece of paper of everything you had to say. You smashed it, Aaron.
All right, thank you.
You said absolutely everything, and I think that's pretty much. I think you need to go sit down.
I am.
It's quite intense in this room. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it over to Benny for another world premiere.
Thanks, darling. Also, Aaron, you need a place to stay during XO19. You'll just have to share a room with like the Xbox On mascot Pedro the Fish, right? That's the deal. And also bring the scooter along. Right, I'm so jealous. We've just been whizzing around in Cologne on scooters. It's been great fun.
Yeah.
But speaking of acts of diplomacy, the upcoming action RPG Greedfall has already made waves, and it's not even out yet. This epic open world adventure takes you through the diverse factions on an island populated by not so nice locals. Now, for the first glimpse, we're getting a glimpse into those characters and relationships that can truly shape the way the game is played. Let's take a look. It's awesome.
Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
It is said our people lived peacefully until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own.
In Greedfall, the world and your story are ever-changing based on the choices you make. You'll enter the island of Tyr Freddy, not to act as an assassin or soldier. First and foremost, you are a diplomat, with all the social powers and status that come with it. You're free to explore every faction's settlement and deal with the powers that govern each. To overcome the challenges ahead, you'll need to befriend members of every faction, some of whom will journey, fight, and talk alongside you.
Your Majesty, I shall present you to the Governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing, but thank you for your help.
Compose your party of 3 from anyone who's joined you so far. But choose carefully. Each companion brings something different to combat. Kurt, your loyal master of arms and mercenary of the Coin Guard Guild, makes for a great frontline warrior. Meanwhile, Afra, a talented scientist from the Bridge Alliance, specializes in ranged weaponry, such as rifles and throwable explosive files. Regardless of who you choose, be sure to regularly switch out and upgrade your companion's equipment and weapons, or you may find yourself overwhelmed in battle. During dialogues and diplomacy, your party members will chime in and react depending on your choices and what's being said.
My son, it is clear this woman has no intention of helping us.
I ask you to forgive these foreigners. They do not know our customs.
For example, Siora is a Tyr Freddy native, fiercely protective of her people's rights. Sides strongly with someone antagonistic to the natives while in her presence, and an angry interruption may force your hand into bloodshed.
Don't tell me that you are going to humor this crazed assassin.
Be sure to pay close attention to your party members' needs. Each has their own story and unique personal quests. Ignoring them for too long may even cause them to leave the party. Petrus is a missionary of Ptolemy with a remarkable way with words and an outwardly fatherly nature that masks deep-rooted ambitions. Vasco, a captain of the Seafaring Naughts, is one of the more secretive, closed members of your party. Spend time with the captain and complete his personal questline, and he'll inevitably open up. Develop close friendships with all of your companions, and some may even lead to romance. Never forget, relationships in Greedfall can be as uncertain as the seas that ravage Tyr Freddy's shores.
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together.
Nothing said or unsaid can be taken for granted. Ultimately, the choices you make will shape the future of the island.
We didn't want this fight.
And the lives of all upon it.
You are too blind, too renaixe to understand.
Welcome back, everyone. I am up here at the bar with my boys. Gamescom is my favorite part of the summer. And listen, summer is the best time to get on some gaming goodness. And with the
Come
Xbox
on,
Summer
bring on
Spotlight
Gears.
sale, it's never been easier to discover your next favorite game. Right now, through September the 10th, get your hands on more than 60 new titles across the Xbox One family at great prices.
hats.
Plus,
Look at the hat.
for a limited time, you can earn up to 4,000 Microsoft reward points when you spend $40 on Summer Spotlight titles. Bargain hunt. And with games like No Man's Sky, Overcooked 2, and Vigor on Spotlight, earning those points will be a cool summer breeze. There'll be new games added every week, so make sure to check the Microsoft Store every Tuesday and follow Xbox on Twitter so we can keep you up to date until after the boys of summer have gone. Nice little Don Henley reference there for the oldies amongst us. He got it. All right, coming up, we've got Bungie back on the Xbox stage for the first time in years with Destiny 2. Yeah? Plus, we'll show you the latest from Metro Exodus with the 2 Kernels DLC and a weapon that is truly en fuego. But first, it's time for another world premiere trailer. Fans of The Surge, get ready, because the sequel has a bigger world, tougher enemies, and the most customizable exo rig ever.
Sound is a little off.
Let's take a look.
Let's do a refresh.
In the ruins of a futuristic city, you must escape a merciless world filled with mysterious military forces,
All right, what we
a
got
rampaging cult, and nanomachine monstrosities.
All right, there we go.
You are the survivor of Flight 221, with no choice but to find a way past Jericho City's war-torn walls. Explore the city's intricate and desolate pathways to discover hidden paths and shortcuts.
Suits look pretty cool.
Create your character and survive thanks to your Exo Rig, a powerful mobile machine that gives you increased strength, speed, and endurance. To get new gear, you will need to take them from your foes. Using the limb targeting system, you can aim for specific body parts. Target a weapon or piece you're interested in, damage it, and then use a brutal execution to slice it off. Like every machine, the exosuit can be tuned, adjusted, and upgraded to your liking. Opt for speed and agility, or focus on taking powerful blows to convert them into energy. Your exo rig is centered around your core power, which dictates how much gear you can attach to your suit. Each piece of armor and every implant comes at a cost, so choose wisely. Most pieces of armor you find have both partial and full set bonuses, allowing you to either specialize or hybridize the way you want to fight.
They look pretty crazy though.
To further customize your exosuit, you also have access to implants and injectables. These provide passive and active bonuses to your character, ranging from effects like predicting parry direction to slowing down time. The Surge 2 features 80 weapons across 9 types, such as the dual-bladed Twin Rig and the brand new Transforming Double Duty. These weapons range from military security batons to jury-rigged homemade spears. Each weapon has unique attack speeds, ranges, and damage types. No warrior can get by with attacks alone. You have a variety of defensive tools at your disposal, each with their own advantages and uses. Dodging is for those who believe prevention is better than cure, and for those who enjoy a more aggressive defense. For more advanced players, you can use either the duck or the short hop to evade high or low attacks. These are followed up by a counterattack, which staggers enemies and opens them up to a powerful punishing blow.
I like a good fighting mechanic. Third-person game.
Blocking can be used to gain energy, which is the resource used for injectables and finishing moves.
Of course, finishing moves.
A block can be defended if you have enough stamina to withstand the attack. You can take this even further by using the directional parry, which rewards a lot more energy and leaves even the tallest enemies out of balance. Dodging, blocking, and parrying can be used to cancel animations and to extend combos, granting you a wealth of attack possibilities that are up to you to discover. Following you is your faithful combat drone, which can be fitted with several different modules, including EMP grenades, Gatling cannons, powerful charged lasers, industrial magnets, and sniper rifles. These can be used between your attacks for devastating combos, as well as openers and finishers to your fights. The drones can also be used to interact with other players in asynchronous multiplayer by tagging areas with graffiti or placing a special banner in the world that rewards you if few players find it. Revenge enemies also appear, powerful foes who have been upgraded by slaying another player. As you get further into the Surge 2, you will discover new implants, new upgrades, new weapons, and new ways to explore, and each of them will be needed to rise above the ruins of Jericho City. The enemies you face will be both man and machine, each bringing a new and deadly challenge. These are the tools at your disposal and will be the means for you to overcome every threat. Survive the Surge 2 on September 24 on Xbox One.
September 24. The Surge 2. I didn't know there was a Surge 1. Whoops. Destiny 2 coming after
It's been a while since we've had Bungie on the Xbox stage, so I am as pleased as punch to be joined today by Game Director Ben Womack and Community Manager Deej. Let's welcome them to the stage! Wow. So very excited that you're here with us. And I believe today you're going to be talking a little bit about kind of the finisher moves and how these takedowns are going to be affecting the combat of the game, because it looks very exciting.
Oh, I'm the most excited about
I don't know. Have you met Leah?
I'm almost vibrating with excitement.
Yes. I don't know. You've got some competition there.
Please tell us absolutely everything in excruciating detail. I don't think anyone will mind.
All right, everyone sit down. We're going to half an hour. No. We'll start with finishers are very simply another element of the combat, another tool that you'll be able to take into Destiny combat that lets you finish off an enemy with a flourish when they're at low health. So you're going to see them get this kind of glow and a dot pair of their head, and you're going to rush in by hitting the finisher button, and you're just going to eliminate them right away.
Look at the style!
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It feels super great, very satisfying.
Yeah, and so I see there's one for, there's one for a hunter, one for a warlock, one for a titan. Is there one for every subclass as well within that?
There's different class-oriented finishers, and everyone, when Destiny 2 Shadowkeep launches, will get all three of those finishers.
Ooh, very exciting. And what I'm noticing here is while we're playing, obviously we're cutting through a lot of footage here, but it doesn't seem like there's any cooldown between finishers either. You can kind of just, can you rampage through and just finish?
Oh yeah, you can rampage.
Okay.
However, there are more things you can do with finishers aside from just eliminating the enemy.
Yes.
With Armor 2.0, we're taking a lot of customization and RPG elements and inserting them into the action game.
Okay.
So once you start digging that system, more things become possible with finishers. All of a sudden, you can say, hey, I'm going to take my artifact, I'm going to earn one of these mods at the end.
Yeah.
It's a collectible now, it's not a consumable. And that one right there, probably my favorite one, if you finish an enemy with that mod equipped, you will spawn a heavy ammo brick for your entire fire team.
Wow, that's incredible.
But it will cost half of your super.
Oh, okay, that's a heavy cost as well.
You don't get everything for free in life. There's always a catch.
And imagine doing that in the raid, though, and you're like, oh,
well, see, this is
Right?
the thing. Now we don't have heavy ammo since we've, we're creeping back in. I'm a big fan of that. Thank you. And yeah, combat mods that sounds like a really good way to,
Not sure what
if
they're
you want to
talking about.
spice up your gameplay a little bit,
Never
you can add a
played
combat
Destiny.
mod in instead. Maybe sacrifice a bit more utility. Maybe be less
hopefully you guys
selfish
have
is what I'm
played the
thinking.
game.
Well, there's totally selfish ones too.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
go on,
yeah,
go
no,
on.
There's ones that will recharge your health. There's the exotic, the Assassin's Cowl that'll make you go invisible. So a lot of play styles open up when you start looking at the finisher mods and putting them around.
Wow, and it does seem like the whole system is really just geared towards personalization of your character, which is...
We're opening up a whole new world of options that let you build the perfect monster killing machine, as we've been saying in the studio.
Delicious.
So if you have a Guardian, or if you have yet to create a Guardian, you can create a hero for this game that is really a reflection of who you are. It fights the way you want to fight. It looks the way you want to look. We even just took a look at some of the different options that we have in the game for selecting your difficulty, so that you can go in and you can play Destiny exactly the way you want to play it. You can earn extra rewards for taking bigger risk. If you stand toe-to-toe with your enemies and you use a finishing move, you can, what were some of the things we were talking about before? You can
charge your health, you can go invisible, you can spawn ammunition for you and your team, more beyond that.
And that doesn't come without risk, does it? Are you invulnerable when you do these
You
finishing
are
moves?
not.
You are not invulnerable.
I
When you've got that one guy on your fire team who just can't help himself and has to do a finishing move, and then he dies, and you're just, thanks for ruining my flawless run.
Well, it's exciting. You see that glow across the battlefield, and like, if I get that guy, I can get that rocket, I need it. And so you rush across, and
Can
it's
you
a
do it
risk
on
reward.
the really big bosses?
You can't do it on the really big bosses.
Okay. I'll accept
You can do it on everything below.
But speaking of personalization, you're also here to talk about what players can do to turn that personal challenge up to 11. Deej, can you tell us the secret to creating the elitist of elite guardians?
I think it's really about making sure that it fits the way you like to fight. So if you're the type of player that likes to get up close and personal with the punching, you know, if you got that Titan sensibility about yourself, there you go, exactly. Finishing moves are going to be exactly the thing that you're going to want to do. If you like to hang back, if you're the sniper, if you're not really into the risk-reward thing, the nice thing is that some of these benefits are shareable across the team.
Nice.
So somebody who rushes in and does a finishing move could drop heavy ammo on the floor to share with their friends. So that Destiny's all about teamwork. It's all about playing with the other people that are on your fire team, getting to know your friends and the way they play. The way you play really complements the way they play. That's the ultimate team right there.
I feel like Leah seems to be really judgmental. I don't think I'm quite up to the challenge. But what do you guys think? Does that sound pretty ace, you big Destiny fans? Right, that's what we want to hear. So I suppose most importantly, we need to find out when can they get their hands on Shadow Key? Well, I keep forgetting you're so loud every time I ask that question. No one hears. Like, when can we play the game?
Play the game on October 1st.
Okay, so that's not so long. That's not so long.
bad at all.
Well, it's really long
Better
for
than
Leah.
spring 2020.
Counting every minute. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Now, thank you. Now over to Benny with the latest from Metro Exodus.
All I'm going to say is I cannot wait for Leah to carry me through a raid. It's going to be really appreciated. But Metro Exodus fans, listen up, because this next announcement is lit. The newest expansion is nearly here, and it brings with it a new story, classic Metro gameplay, and a weapon that is literally fire. In the two Colonels expansion, we follow Colonel Klebnikov during the last days of life in Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk. I've been trying to say that all day. Right, and everyone is now laughing at me. I got the first one. All right, but a story that helps guide Colonel Miller's mission to discover the reason for the extinction a year later. And the weapon of choice, well, a flamethrower, of course. If you're new to the franchise or want to relive the Metro saga, including Metro 2033, Metro Last Night, and Metro Exodus, they're all available right now on Xbox Game Pass. Now, let's see that flamethrower in action. It's time for another world premiere. Roll it.
Here's for the dude that took Reyna. All right, what's this? Ooh, nice.
There were quite a few survivors here, until they killed each other off.
Yeah, Metro had some great
Looks like that lie in Moscow did work after all. So your father's on a mission? When is he coming back?
I don't know.
Colonel Klebnikov, report your situation. Over.
In the hands of our enemies, truth may be dangerous. We must carefully choose who we can entrust with it, and who we cannot.
Are you ready to face your maker?
The truth that might scare them must be kept secret, for their own good.
Flamethrower. Ooh, those fire effects. Alright, these are definitely the best graphics so far. Blow away Destiny. Nice. Oh. Monsters.
We both served the great lie because we both made ourselves believe it was necessary. But now, I can finally look truth in the eye.
Hey, I don't know if you caught that at the end of the trailer, but the Two Colonels DLC is out tomorrow. That is amazing news for Metro Exodus fans, eh?
I completely agree, but now, if games have the power to bring people together, then this next title is the glue to a family of fans. Unlike any other.
That's right. Gears of War is a solid gold Xbox classic and has one of the strongest, most passionate, and most supportive communities anywhere in video games. So let's take a look at how Gears has gone beyond the game and built unbreakable bonds of family all over the world.
Gears of War. I've been there since day one, since emergence day.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
All began, yes. Let's go.
Many believe that Gears of War has what it takes
Yes.
to be one of the most successful video game franchises of all time.
Since day one, my brother and I just built that strong bond, just like Dom and Marcus did.
Playing Gears of War has changed me because it brought me into a world of looking at games as more than just games.
Yeah.
People that are playing these games now grew up playing these games.
Gears
and
fam.
they've
Gears
seen
fam all day.
Marcus and Baird and Dom go through all of the trials and tribulations that they have, and now there's this new generation, and the fans get to grow with the characters.
We're basically minutes away before going on stage in front of millions of people and introduce the world to Gears 5.
Let's go, Rod. Yeah.
I don't think people really give Gears its due for the influence it's had on modern video games.
Yeah. Yeah.
It felt like you were playing a game, but you were also watching a movie.
Dom! Oh, no, Dom, no.
Gears fan base is like the most passionate fan base I've ever been exposed to.
They're so warm and welcoming, and they love this game, and they're passionate about it. When you meet them in person, it's almost as if everybody knew each other to begin with.
Whether you're in it for the story or the characters or the camaraderie, it's just constantly giving fans something to care about.
You're a goddamn cow! A coward!
And you can tell when a game has a little bit of magic in it, because there's something about it that pulls you in, that makes you go, oh, that is so cool.
I've never wanted a game to come out this badly.
There's nothing else like that.
Yeah.
And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5.
Non-stop Gears. Non-stop. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Goodness. Graham, legitimate chills.
Pretty much, yep.
Trying not to tear up.
Yep.
Trying
Try not to tear.
up.
Yep.
The community is so special.
I mean, I think we got a fair bunch of them here, to be honest.
Right.
And now it's come to the time in the show that you have all been waiting
Yes,
for.
been waiting. An hour and 20 minutes.
Horde mode.
Yes, I am absolutely buzzing for this.
Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. This
Here
is
now
the moment.
is the world
this
premiere
stream
trailer
is all about right here.
for Gears 5.
Here we go.
Horde mode.
Let's go. Bring the horde. Oh man, this looks so good. Oh man. Horde. Fortifications, yep. Good. Hopefully no copyright strike for this, for the music. Death from above. He's calling out a strike. Nice. X-ray. Okay. Okay. Wait, are you shooting through walls? What? Cloak 8. Nice. Ooh. Jack.
Oh yeah.
Calling in your own rule.
Help me secure the test.
Oh, cool. Those are weapon lockers. Very nice. Marcus, what do you got? Is it a berserker? Oh. Overrun. Wait, is that a new game type?
Here they come.
Yeah. Oh, new enemies. This looks so clean. Berserker out there. Oh man. Oh man. Yes. That looks so good. Horde mode is back. Yes. Rod, where you at? Talk to me. Let me hear some more details. Guys, how good did that look? Are you kidding me? That is what you buy a system for. Get your buddies, play Horde. Yep.
Just how we like it. Just clap
Oh
load in next
man, that looks so good.
Well,
Best
in
game
that
so
we
far.
saw gameplay, ultimates, and, sorry Graham, but one very badass looking drone.
Yes, mate.
But before we bring the coalition to the stage, Xbox's Catalina Macedo caught up with the team to take a deeper look into Horde for Gears 5.
Yes, here we go. Here we go.
I'm Katarina and I'm here at the Coalition Studio. Today I'll be talking with studio head Rod Ferguson and multiplayer design director Ryan Cleven about the upcoming Gears 5 Horde mode. Just being here at the studio, you can really feel the excitement and the passion that went into this game and this mode. So let's go check it out.
We always talk about co-op as cake and not icing, that co-op is central to what it is to be Gears. And so I feel like Horde is sort of a really large expression of that with 5-player co-op.
Oh man. Wait, are you Horde? Are you the Swarm?
Everything started with Gears 2 Horde.
You can pick
it was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
It was, you know, what people look back on as the defining defensive game mode through all of games. It was the idea that you were going to be doing this as an endurance run, as a 3-hour epic experience, and a mode like without any cutscenes, without any, you know, character development, without any story, had to hold people's attention for 3 hours.
50 waves. Oh, yeah.
And with Gears 5, what we feel that we've done really is almost the complete realization of what
there's Sarah Connor!
Gears 2 set out to be.
The big thing for us now is this idea of ultimates. There's basically characters used to be just defined by the weapons they carried.
You could pick any character
you were all
you
the
want,
same, you just looked kind of different, and, you know, because you all could carry the same weapons. But now every character has its own ultimate ability, its own special ability it can bring to the game that changes how you play.
Well, you can look over and see Kate trying to gather power, and you know that she has an ability that to turn herself invisible, so you don't need to worry if she gets in a tough fight.
But also
there's also a really big thing called taps
just
now, which are these energy geysers that show up around the map. Because generally, when you find in Horde, you would like lock in on a particular place and you would defend from that place for the entire 50 waves.
Pretty much.
Now, in order to get as much power as possible, to get as strong as possible, you actually have to like move and expand your base to go and capture those energy taps. And every 10 waves, once you beat that boss, a new energy tap appears and you have to go and capture it. So it's really changed the dynamic where now it's much more aggressive than it was in the past.
For the first time, your character will start with all the cards that they've already equipped, but they will then increase the power of those cards and increase the power of their core abilities over the course of the game. And that progression is then reset, and you can do it again the next game. And this means that every game feels fresh. If you can try a different combination of perks that work with your cards in a specific way.
Seeing people make a certain build, like here's a Kate build, I use these cards with these perks, and here's a Dell build, and I think it will be really exciting to see them mix and match and see these different playstyles come together.
One of the things that we've done that is subtle but super important is that whenever you pick up power, which is the currency in Horde, that power gets equally distributed amongst everyone. And that means that if you see some power on the ground, everyone will want you to pick it up.
And then we've added stuff to give more information to the players, and things like health bars over bosses and mini bosses, and so there's little feedback mechanisms, and it allows you to play differently, because now I can see that the mini boss is on very little health.
Is that a mini boss?
I'm going to get aggressive because I know I can do it, or I can see, oh, they still have a lot, so I'm going to hold back.
To take characters and push them even further, we've added Jackbot as a playable character inside Horde. It's one of the most pivotal roles on the battlefield.
Jackbot.
Jack can fly anywhere on the map. He moves really quickly, faster than anybody else.
Who controls
He can
Jackbot?
heal people, repair things. Really, he's the jack of all trades, and you really want him to be your best buddy. Over time, we're going to add new characters, and with each character we add, the meta will change. We will have different combinations of strengths. We'll have different team compositions that will be beneficial to certain kinds of players. Every time we add a new character and every time we add a new map, what we hope to see is the Horde community come together to explore this space and show us what the best combination of characters is.
And so that idea of finding 5 people who know how to balance the classes and know how to balance the characters and know what the objective is and what you're trying to do, and everybody's playing together in lockstep with each other, there's nothing more special than having that alignment and succeeding on that goal.
It's really, by far, from our point of view, the most intense, engaging, action-oriented, fierce, epic defensive mode there is in video games.
I really like that Horde creates a dependency where you work together as a team, and you can be successful kind of, you know, lone wolfing it, but not as successful as coming together. And that's sort of our motto for the studio. We always say, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And that's true for Horde as well.
It's been so exciting to be here today. As a Gears fan since Gears 1, I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Horde mode and all the new features. If you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you can get Gears 5 on September 6th. For everyone else, the game will be available on September 10th.
No, I'm playing the 6th, thank you. All right, there they are. What's up,
That
Rob?
was an incredible first wave to showcase Gears 5 Horde mode. Now, can I get a huge round of applause for Rod Ferguson and Ryan Cleveland for joining us here on Inside Xbox?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, guys. It is a pleasure.
I've got to ask, first of all, right, those ultimates are, like, can you tell
I have
us a
an
little bit more
OLED
about those? 'Cause
Ronstar.
They look amazing.
Yeah, the ultimates.
I have an OLED Sony
each one of them is
OLED
unique to the character.
65-inch.
They're really something that we see like
right in front
both
of me.
defines them
It's
as well as
glorious.
creates a really great relationship
Can't
with
wait.
the team. We've got Kate going invisible. We've got
4K
JD that
60
can call in like a
HDR is gonna
giant
look so
artillery
good.
strike.
Oh.
We've got Dell who can summon trackers to help him
Oh.
out. Each one of them, you're going to have to find the character that works for you and works best for the team.
And they're per character, so it's not on a per role thing. So even if you have
60
multiple engineers,
frames,
each engineer,
4K,
each different character will have their own ultimate, so you can still mix and match.
HDR,
That's gonna be really cool. I think that's one of the great things I'm excited about is all those different play styles that you can find to kind of suit your personal play style.
Yeah, that's one of the things that like we were talking about. Like this is probably the deepest Horde we've ever done, even though it's still super accessible. But the deepness allows you to go in and set your skills. What character you want will give you your ultimate, but also that when you're collecting that power, you're not just feeding the engineer. Like in Gears 4, you're basically collecting power to get the engineer to build. Now you have perks, which you can go in and say, oh, I want to do more damage. I want to do more headshots. I want more ammo. I want more health. So as you're playing, you have this in-game progression that you can change who you are in the moment. And so you have out-of-game progression in the cards, and you have in-game progression in the perks.
It sounds like you can go like mad with theory crafting with that. Just like, all right, if I get this combination,
ultimate thing,
yeah, these four teammates, then yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool. But talking about accessibility, one of the things you talked to us about in Vancouver is all the different difficulty settings players are going to have access to. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things for us is realizing that Gears was going to be day and date in Game Pass and Ultimate Game Pass was that we realized we're going to have a bunch of people maybe who've never played the game before.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to create a lot more accessibility to the game. And whether that's accessibility features in terms of how you control, we have things like single stick control, ability to turn off camera shake, and all those sorts of things. But even also from the point of Jack was created from a perspective of being accessible because maybe some people, maybe who aren't as good at Gears, but the idea of like going into cover and pixel hunting, shooting, and all those sorts of things, like Jack doesn't have that. Jack floats above cover. Jack does area of effects attacks. So if you have somebody who's just new to the game, they can come in as a support bot and they can help you. They can heal you. They can keep you like buffed up. They can go and repair stuff. They can pick up weapons for you. So they don't have to be like wall bouncing, shotgunning. They can actually just be part of your team.
And we really wanted to make them like a really critical part of the team. It wasn't just about having like a support class that sort of stands at the back and does nothing. Jack is super critical. We really wanted to envision him as your best buddy, as like your best friend.
And
like
Sean,
each of the other
227,
classes.
thanks for following.
I want
Welcome to
Jack.
the club. Appreciate it.
I want Jack to follow me, and that was something that now there's so much demand for
Oh,
Jack.
headshot,
When you're playing
the
him,
torque,
you
I
just
love
constantly feed like you're feeding all these little birds.
And he has a crazy ultimate. Like he has this we call it hijack.
Yeah, dude, just bringing a salvo
for big
back to
funds
base.
in
Nice,
Vancouver.
nice.
And so hijack is basically shoots a dart into an enemy and then takes control. So it possesses that enemy. So if you have something coming at you like a Scion with a boom shot, you can take it over, and now Jack player becomes a Scion with a boom shot. He can out-take the enemy with that.
That's so cool. Everyone's just going to want to be Jack's best friend. It's like, trust me, I'll take you out for dinner. Don't worry about it. Just follow me around in Gears.
Exactly.
We'll be good.
Doesn't sound like quite enough glory for Benny, unfortunately, though. With that in mind, what sort of sets Horde mode in Gears 5 apart from the previous iterations? You obviously told us a lot already, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's probably there's really a bunch of big differences. One is the ultimates. The other is this power tap that Ryan and the team came up with, which is probably you better explain.
So like we've added the power taps, which you saw in the video, which really add an element of territory control. We wanted to make Gears 5 not only the deepest, but also provide other ways to be successful by not just building fortifications.
What's up, Symbiote?
So the power taps appear every 10 waves after
I know,
you
I
kill
saw
a boss.
a thumbnail of that.
And that means that you have to
Hope they talk
really
about it.
understand whether you want to move your base or just let it go.
Couple
They're
new
optional.
skins, Halo
However, they do
skins in
provide a ton
Gears
of power
5.
to power up your perks, to buy fortifications with.
I'll be using
So if
the
you decide to
Terminator,
leave them
though.
alone, it's at your own peril.
skeleton.
However, if you're ambitious and your team knows what they're doing, they can slowly expand their base to control more territory for more rewards.
Yeah.
Lots of options. Well, now from software to hardware. Got it? Because of the hoodie. At any rate, let's take a closer look at something Gears fans everywhere are sure to salivate over.
Yeah.
It's the limited edition Gears
Gears
5
console.
Xbox One X. We recently caught up with some of the minds behind the design. Take a look.
I always want Gears to stand unique in the way that
dream
it
is complete.
pushes
That's
on
awesome.
innovation
I'm glad you're
and
happy, man.
storytelling in the hardware. And that was the hard part for us, is like, okay, what are we doing with this? What story are we telling? How we make it feel premium? And that was the biggest challenge.
When we were designing the console, we imagined that Kate was walking across a frozen lake, like the one that you see in the E3 trailer, and something
man, I
in the
cannot wait to
ice
see the
catches her
story mode
eye,
trailer.
and she leans over
so
and
good.
clears a patch of snow, and she sees a reflection of the Omen looking back at her. In reality, there are electronics in this console. There's no way we can put, you know, an Omen 2 inches inside of it. So we had to create an optical illusion that would make it look like there was an Omen trapped underneath the ice. We were able to express the idea by laser etching these ice cracks around the Omen. We've never laser etched that much before. I mean, the laser etching is all over the console. The ice is cracking all over the console. Theming the controller after Kate Diaz was really a natural because she's like the main character in the game, and she is exploring this Arctic environment. She wears an Arctic armor, which is new in the game, which was exciting to us.
Whatever we were going to work with in terms of accessories and hardware, we wanted to family with what the console was going to look like. And so we were able to work with Seagate on some amazing 5 terabyte and 2 terabyte drives that look basically like mini versions of the console. It was going to look perfect right next to it. And we worked with Razer on like keyboard and mouse. It's one of the first, I think, wireless keyboard and mouse for the console, and then get a whole family of products that all fit together.
So working with Rod is an awesome experience every time. He understands how to point out the meaningful moments that we can really pick up on as industrial designers and bring into the physical world. We always walk away from these design collaborations with him feeling like this product is so authentic. Like it couldn't be any more authentic because it's so closely tied to
If
all
I didn't
of our
have an X right
conversations
now, I'd
with
get
him.
it. But I have an X.
I went
$5.99.
back with Rod and Ryan, but how amazing does that console look? I
Honestly,
want it so much.
Massive congrats to the team designing that because that is incredible. And the hard drive.
But it looks so cute right next to it. But that's not all we've got to talk about today. You've also got some news with our friends over at Valve. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
So the first time we're coming to Steam, and today you can start pre-ordering today for Gears 5 on Steam, and there'll be crossplay, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Crossplay. Love it.
Absolutely excellent. But that's not the only partnership news for Gears today. Rod, please.
Yeah.
Tell us what Gears plans to do with Halo.
Here you go.
We talked about the Ultimate Edition. We talked about being Ultimate Game Pass. We didn't really talk about what you get for doing that. So we're really happy to announce that we're actually putting in 2 characters from Halo Reach. Are going to be coming to Gears of War. So we have Kat and Emil.
Calm down.
And so they're going to be coming, and they have their own roles. They'll be able to playable in Horde and Escape and Versus, and you're going to have their own ultimates. You want to talk about the 2 ultimates?
Yeah, so we really tried to be very authentic to Halo while still making it kind of integrate into the Gears world. So we've got the drop shield on Emil, and that we looked at Reach and we wanted to make something that Halo fans would really recognize as true drop shield. And then we've got the hologram on Kat, and it's she's the subterfuge
Cynthia,
expert,
talk to
and so
me.
she's going to distract the enemy while everybody else goes and does something else.
And it's the same actors. So we went out and we got
actors.
the cast, and so after a decade, we brought them back into the booth and we re-recorded.
Jeez, they went all out with that, huh?
Details. And you know what?
Awesome
We've got a
DLC.
video that shows off exactly that.
Here you go.
Check it out.
Here you go.
Looks amazing.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, now I know. I was like, they look different, but now I understand. Oh, and that's the shield. That's the okay. That makes more sense now. Cool. Oh, yeah. Nice. Ultimate Edition.
Like, it just looks amazing. Every time I've seen it, I've gone, that looks sick.
It's just natural.
And it's nice that it goes beyond the characters. As you can see, they got custom weapon skins, custom banner, custom mark, like all the customization stuff that we have with it as well is really cool.
Yeah, I cannot wait to kind of like get my hands on with them. But we've been talking partnerships, and you've also got a clothing partnership, which I've lived in for since E3.
Literally have to peel it off. And please, Benny, wear something else.
Wash it occasionally.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Washing, please.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working with the folks at Bathing Ape to create their. They have an ape line that you got a tease of at E3 with our blue.
Yeah.
And you can see we're doing it as in game as well, so that blue is coming to inside the game. That you can wear as part of a case of sort of the camo outfit, and then we actually do a physical line which is going to be in red now, our red camo, which is going to be for sale at the Ape stores and at I think it's Xbox.com here.
Stay there.
I'm just wondering, I just want to get my hands on it. I hear a red one, I've got a blue one. I need the red.
Needs the set.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool, and it's a different styles than what you saw from the blue at E3, and then different designs. And so I was intending to bring it with me today, but. Customs is fun. So,
Honestly, it's probably a good joke you didn't.
It wouldn't have made it out of here, I'm going to be honest.
Although I do enjoy the Canadian uniform you're wearing for me, so I appreciate that. It's very much appreciated.
I'm going for the red theme already, right? I just need the hoodie.
You need a bigger beard, though, if you're going to go lumber sexual. You need a bigger beard.
It doesn't grow. I tried. That's the main thing. But also, the streetwear lover in me is keen on what's in store for Gears and Bathing Ape. How can I get my hands on the hoodie? Because it's not here.
No, it's not. No, they have their stores like in New York and LA.
Yeah.
Again, they'll be limited on the Xbox Gear store, and then again you can get it in game.
All right, amazing.
I'm just gonna wear matching hoodies in game.
That's gonna be it.
I'm very excited. Rod, you might be done on our stage, but you're going straight to the Gamescom opening night broadcast. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah. Since E3, we've heard a lot of people asking about but what about the campaign? We're going to talk about Escape, we're going to talk Versus, we're going to talk Horde, which we were doing. People want to know about campaign, so
1 p.m.
I'm going over to talk to Jeff Keighley, and we're going to put a new story trailer. All real-time cinematics is all from the story from the game itself, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Gears.
Excellent.
I'll stream. I've just got to ask everyone in here, can we just get a huge round of applause for the Gears?
Yes.
It looks amazing.
Oh, yes.
Ryan,
definitely.
Thank you
playing
so
that game
much
day
for
one.
joining us. All right, and I think it's safe to say we cannot wait for September 10th when Gears 5 officially launches. And don't forget, Gears 5 Ultimate Edition launches September 6th, included on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I am so excited. So who's going to be picking it up on the 6th? Who's going to be playing it?
This guy right here on this channel. Let's go.
But that's all from us here at Gamescom. Remember, the fun continues next month with more Inside Xbox on September 24th.
And keep up with everything Gamescom when Xbox On goes live on mixer.com/XboxOn Tuesday and Wednesday starting at 5 p.m. British Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this. I think it's over. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. Or less than an hour and a half to do the opening of Gamescom for that Gears 5 campaign.
YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything for all the latest Xbox news.
Plus, mark your calendars because XO19 takes over London on November 14th. Fans can look... Come on.
Should be awesome. Should be a great show.
Fans can look forward to new announcements, new releases, and of course, all the latest from Xbox.
Thank you very much from all of us here in Cologne. Thank you so much for watching.
Everybody, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Welcome to Rafcave Club. This was fun. I'll be back in about an hour and 20 minutes for the Gamescom. All right, guys. You take it easy. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys. Rafcave out.